Get my pad in there. My feet just kind of tuck in and over the pad on the foot end. So my feet would be kind of like hanging over this area. Tell this is a video about hammocks, like having a pad versus just laying right on the hammock. And I don't know, time and again I try them and I just come out liking the pad. It's not only that, I use the pad to sleep on the train. I'm a trained pad sleeper, and sleep at my friend's house or go to the ground now and then, stay on the beach, stay on the rock looking way out at the lake. But this is a very, very comfortable hammock without the pad. It's not designed really for a pad. It's whatever you like, right? It's a Superior gear, made in Minneapolis. I visited the shop, really cool shop. This is like the climax of my hammock stuff. I've never had a hammock this nice, but a lot of people are like, well, you're using a pad? No, don't do that. Because normally you'd like lessen or increase the angle of the hammock and lay more diagonal flat on it. And don't get me wrong, I've done this done that way a few times. Just people don't I mean, the pad is really important. It's got to be rigid and the right size. Like this is a little smaller than you might use on the ground. That way I can kind of well, let's see here. I've got that little pocket where my feet tuck in, and then the heels of my feet just fit off the end of the pad, and that way I don't get that calf ridge, they call it, where your legs, because the hammock's like a banana, right? And it's just firm. The other thing is like, I'm here, especially in this hammock, I can just relax my arm. I can see, I don't know, some old pickup truck tires. But you know, normally this is my little test zone, but I don't know. It's just 50-50 what you like. This, I will say, has been the best hammock I've ever been in without a pad. And I diagonally lay it. It's great. That's part of why I've kind of my own adjustable. Danny builds in an adjustable ridge line too. I just got my own scheme here. I'm not trying to do a whole review on the whole Superior hammock, but if I did, just for the way I use it, I mean, I like still, you know, with this pad system, a shorter hammock. They're getting 11. This is a 10, but they make a 10, 11, a 12 feet long, and that's just a big hammock. That was you know, hey, you're gonna diagonal lay it at a 10. I'm at as short as I could go. I think I see why people use 11, 12 foot hammock. Anyway, it's super insulated. This is like, you know, a couple years ago as a model, you know, more of a closeout I got. I like to get the closeouts from the cottage vendors just because, I don't know, in my life, I'm not saying this is Danny at Superior Gear or anybody, but I don't know, it's just a little weird, like sending something back. I had an awesome bridge hammock from a guy named Dave in Atlanta, and he's just like, oh yeah, no problem, man, just send it back. I wish I kept that hammock, but I've also had a couple people kind of get a little mad where I just bought it. It's like a garage item, whatever. You're thinking, all right, it's sitting on the shelf of the garage, I'll just buy this and try it. You know, the dude's got a few laying around, and all of a sudden they're like pissed because you sent it back. I'm not saying that's everybody. So Superior Gear, I got the Dutch half zipped 11. I've used the trail wire from Simply Light. I've got a few cheap ones that are bigger, and I'm saying I like the pad overall. I'm not saying I don't like this one. I have dialed in really nice for a diagonal lay, and it's great. I'm just doing the whole pad thing. And what they have too is Superior Gear has a cocoon system that I really like. That's kind of like the way I was going with the design. I just wanted to get a hold of something without spending a ton. I mean, I spent like 300. I don't know if there's, I don't know, $200-300 for this hammock on closeout. But I'm saying, by the time you add in everything custom you want on these hammocks, they can get expensive. So you got to dial in what you want. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And this is for the depths of the winter. 0 Fahrenheit, you can tell how big that is. I would dial it down to like 30 Fahrenheit and get the cocoon system. So always, you know, you've got this cocoon top. This is the way they're making them. This got snaps that it might even zip in. And then, you know, you're sitting there, you got something, you always just grab and go. And you don't need a pad, you don't need anything. If you want to slide the pad in, get a little more temperature out of it, and then tuck your sleeping bag or top quilt in there, you get more. These got it so you can snap even more insulation. I don't know, if you're just starting with one hammock, I mean, I think that for most, besides this is like a peak winter hammock, you know, it's rated at 0. But that said, it checked in at only 2.1 pounds minus, that's 27 ounces, 2.3 pounds minus. I mean, that's light. I mean, it was lighter than my other system with the little super light compact hammock. So pretty cool. Hammocks and pads. I won't keep. Okay, so it's well insulated. It feels like a heating pad underneath. I mean, sometimes if it's warm enough out. I've just been testing. It's a Thermarest women's X-Lite, and the women's is a little shorter, 66 inches. I'm a little under 6 feet, like we'll just say 5'10" with my socks off. And my feet, I could even go smaller, but the next smallest is like a 4-foot torso pad. I think that would get a little squirrely in the hammock. It might not, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, this is such a complicated hobby. It's fun. Over and out.